countdown. Okay, so we are live.
Awesome.
Okay, so here we are. Welcome to PtoshQ Tech Show Live official launch with my closest brothers, Joel from Tanzania, Edwin Abasa from the land of Museveni.
Yeah.
Edwin Abasa, welcome. We have a surprise guest who's still who's live but yet to join. He went for some Red Bull actually. And we have Mr. Robert Masharia, right from Nakuru. And we have Mr. Dixon Ireri, the expert. And how do I even define you? From ndio huyo sasa, the tech expert, the inspirator.
The Dixon Ireri
who's joining us from China. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Pish.
So
amazing.
It's an open discussion, no scripts to it. We just need to discuss about the opportunities that the tech industry brings to all the young people out here, how the young people can leverage the available technology to showcase whatever they've got, their talents and all that, and find opportunity to grow, maybe to achieve their dreams or something, right? So I'll give Dixon a chance to maybe introduce and share. Remember, we're in these new times, the new norm, we are calling it, where COVID-19 has distracted a lot of our old ways of doing things. And here we are. We need to foster our way ahead. So, Dixon, karibu.
Hey, thank you, Peter. Thanks a lot. What I mean, COVID-19 is not here to, I should say thank you, or rather to COVID-19, or rather than niambie tu kwenda huko. You understand? I'm looking at it as a bad thing, but I'm also looking at it as a very good thing. Why? It has given
very new opportunities, right?
Yeah, you're saying what? What did you say?
It has a lot of opportunities in it.
Yes.
A lot of resets from the old norms.
This is where I say it has taken, but it has also given. You understand? When it comes to, and when it comes to technology, it has opened a lot of aisles. Si uongo, kwa sababu saizi kila kitu inaenda tech. Everybody is using a gadget, whether it's a computer, whether it's a, it's a phone, whether it's a tablet. People are actually going virtual, and that is all about technology. So you see, I have to thank Peter for this kind of an opportunity, whereby we can tell people exactly how they can take advantage of technology. Okay, whether it's in business, whether it's all about just, social, okay? We already are getting a lot of opportunities which can actually turn around to be, a solution to a lot of people. Peter, ukiangalia mali technology imefika mpaka mali tuko. COVID ingetupata kitambo, skule tulikuwa na mabooth. Hata sisi tungekuaje.
That's very true.
Yeah. Saizi, what has technology done? Naona mtu kama Roba, hata sikujua ametoa ndevu. Understand? We can see we can share ideas. Angalia mtu kama Edu. Edu hata sikujua kona kiara size. You see the way he's blessed. A very rich person. So what is technology doing? Technology, you see, Lakini, what has technology, guys, let us go back to this. What has technology done? Technology has brought us together. You understand? Right. So we have one thing in common. So we have this mind that can actually tell people about the solutions that technology can provide. And I thank God for this platform because, Peter, tuko mahali papo tutafikia watu wengi sana in this COVID era.
Yeah, I believe everybody who's joined in from, we are about 6 of us. At one point or the other, I'm sure we've inspired each other. Let's hear from Edwin Abasa, who's joining us live from Uganda, Kampala, or you call it Champala.
Champala. It's Kampala. It's Kampala. Thank you, Peter.
So how is COVID treating you, and what's your new norm?
Well, here not much has changed, though. By 7 p.m., the whole city is quiet and empty. It was Kampala never used to sleep. Kampala would never sleep. At 4 a.m., people were going about their business, and street business was booming. But now everything literally died out. And of course, like Dixon said, COVID has come with its own positives. And some of those include the ability to, for the tech world to swallow up everyone, even the non-techies. So you can't imagine, my own mother, at her age, uses Zoom for meetings, and she has a school, so she meets parents and all that on Zoom. That's incredible. And so it's actually brought about a new, not really new, these technologies have been around, but it has brought them to life, and people have come to appreciate the efficiency of tech in this world. So it has its positives, and I would not say that it went to waste. It has the new norm is for the techies, clearly, and considering that this whole technology thing is, I think its key benefit is information, that ability to access any information in real time as it happens. That has made life so different and so new, and literally the possibilities are unlimited. Like, someone can get out of nowhere and explode in this world, come up with something, and it will explode in the world just because of technology's ability to reach the masses. So in my view, awesome. I didn't look at the pandemic as a bad thing only. It's sad that it took some lives, but on the side of tech, who I believe, since we are techies, I guess we've really thrived in this. And I love it.
Yeah, but Edwin, me, I think on the government side is getting in a lot of revenue, because now it has really capitalized on the internet, charges and everything.
Oh yeah. Are you specifically referring to Uganda? Because
oh yes, because it's only Uganda right now where people are being charged for accessing internet, right?
Not really. The tax is not on the internet, but rather on social media. Yes, so you can buy your internet, and you have internet, so you can Zoom, you can do anything else, but you will not access Facebook or Twitter, and no. But you can access YouTube, you can access Google, and every other internet there is. Though on that part, the tax is also really a small charge. However, just to comfort you, the Revenue Authority did not achieve even a quarter of the expected tax. So it's not adding on government revenue, as per se. People are using VPN, thanks to technology again.
Okay.
Okay, so Mr. Edwin, who's
Come again?
from China. There is the other Edwin, the bald Edwin.
Do I have to be the bald
The muscle
Edwin,
muscle
really?
guy.
In China. Do you discuss
The Chinese Edwin.
Nasikia?
It's 4 a.m. It's 4 a.m. here, so I'm barely trying to keep up. So I'll tell you how this started, because I was here when it started. It started in mid-January. And I was in China when it did.
Okay.
I can tell you the two things that I saw happen. And I remember I would share with my friends in Kenya and the larger world. I would say the two things that I saw explode were, number one, delivery companies. Delivery companies made a lot of money. Even in the epicenter of it in Wuhan, only delivery companies were operating.
Right.
And I think that was supposed to be an eye-opener to the wider world. That the way to go would be either, if you're looking at starting a business at that point, you would have gone the delivery way. The other thing that I saw happen was a collapse of brick and mortar.
Right.
You know, initially, when you would have wanted to start an online business, would tell you, start online, but make sure you have a brick and mortar network. Now, brick and mortar is dying. I think you've seen that, what's the name of it? Victoria's Secrets.
Yeah.
They're declaring bankruptcy in UK, which is one of the biggest markets in Europe. And Zara, which is a very big brand, closing over 1,200 shops in Europe. And they're all opting for purely online.
They closed in Uganda as well.
They closed in Uganda, you see?
Yeah.
And very many, and I was also looking at, even in Kenya, a very big mall at the very heart of the suburbs, Garden City, about 6 or 7 shops being closed and auctioned off. So now we have really just gone off very fast from brick and mortar, very fast, just to purely online outlets, purely online growth. And I don't think this is going to stop. This has just started. Everything
This is just the beginning.
Yeah?
Yeah, like right now, today I read that the intercon is being closed. You understand?
The intercon is being closed.
Today, yeah, today the intercon
closed.
is actually getting closed. Norfolk Hotel. Norfolk Hotel is already down. I mean, the tourism industry has really, you know, it's one of the industries that's affected a lot in everything.
Actually,
Whether
Dixon, how you look at it is not tourism. It's anything that relied on walk-in customers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything that relied on a person leaving their house to go out to access a service is dead.
True that.
And it's not only in Kenya. It's a global phenomenon.
Yeah.
I have friends in Botswana who are now again in another lockdown, which is the same situation that was in Kenya before. But almost every country, my friends in Colombia, is the same thing, in a lockdown. The only people who are making money, interestingly, across the world, if you ask all your friends who are anywhere in the world, they'll tell you, boda people, nduzi, motorbikes.
Yeah.
You have a motorbike today, you're destined for greatness. Because now you are in an industry where people are not living. People want service to be brought to them.
Right.
You're talking about delivery. You're talking about delivery, actually.
Delivery, one. 2, the other delivery, which is school. I'll mention about schools and schools and churches. I'll mention about them in the same context.
Yeah.
whereby we are not going to churches and kids are not going to school.
It's
The
vice
service
versa.
you would have wanted is being brought to you. So the people on TV, the preachers on TV, the people who had gotten networks are making it. The schools, international schools in Kenya, there's an article I was reading about the mass exodus of people from international schools. Yeah, and all teachers are now on the online platform. We were discussing it with
school churches and everything have come home. You know, now we are not going. They are coming to us.
Yes. And this is,
I'll end it with a joke about if you married a wife because she was very beautiful and had a big asset behind her, now she cannot take your kids through homework.
Words of wisdom, you guy. Mr.
Deadly.
The Magufuli guy, can you get us? Joel, Mambo?
Mambo.
Fiti sana?
Sorry.
Poa sana.
How are you guys?
We are good, we are good. How is Tanzania?
Tanzania is good.
You guys have no idea of what a lockdown means, right?
I wanted to tell you.
I hear Corona is fearing them.
Not such a thing here. From the other world, but here everything is okay. We are business as usual.
People are but sasa hii Tanzania inaishi kwa era ya last year. Sasa ile sisi tunajaribu kuevolve kwa technology, ni bado mnafuatana.
Bado tunafuatana. Life is going as normal. Tunaendelea na maisha kama kawaida.
Kwa hivyo COVID haikuinteract chochote Tanzania.
No.
But Jai, let me ask you, truly, there is no corona in Tanzania?
There is corona.
There is corona.
Yes.
It's just that you're living by faith. Mkona imani.
Our strategy has been different. We have handled it different.
So you're playing with garlic and lemon and some lime and some honey, maybe.
Exactly, as you have seen from the media. Yes. But people are dying. Unfortunately, we don't have the exact statistics, how many people died.
Yeah.
We have heard from the social media from different people that people are dying. Some are being taken at night, during the night, they're going to be buried during the night. But the government didn't share any official report. Yeah.
Okay, so Joel.
I hope they don't come for you.
Opportunities does technology present to the Tanzanian youth from your perspective?
Sorry?
What opportunities do you think the Tanzanian youths, how could technology benefit, or how can the youth benefit from technology? You see, youth have talents. Do you have any specific way that, or any impact that technology has had on the Tanzanian youth?
Yes, I think it has a large impact to the youth.
Yeah.
For example, the issue of COVID.
I'll call you in later.
The government was not sharing the news, what is happening.
Okay. Yeah.
In the region. But the larger point, we have been having or hearing the news from the social media from different people in different parts of the country who had.
Right.
It's not confirmable with the government what happened or what happened in those regions, but we have seen it on Twitter, Instagram, and other sorts of social media.
I think Tanzania will be a best practice to the world from my own thinking.
So
Because
it has a very large impact from my point of view, because
yes,
you know, I'm not into technology industry for a long time
yeah,
now.
yeah,
I'm into construction now, but where I am, I could get the news from the internet, what is happening in other parts of,
okay,
I think, other part of Tanzania, what is happening, different regions. Speaking with their friends through the phone, WhatsApp, Instagram, other sorts of media which could get information. But other, for example, the television and mainstream media which we expect to be getting those news, it was difficult. We were not getting any statistics what COVID-19 is affected. And you have seen even the government, despite hiding the truth how COVID affected the country, we are struggling even many industries,
yeah.
especially one of the big Tanzania's economy. People are not coming in because of the way we are handling this.
Yeah, you see, in a way, even if COVID has not affected you guys internally, there are some restrictions because your neighboring countries have locked you out of business, or you guys have been locked out of doing business with the guys outside. So I think the COVID issue is a big, big, big thing for all of us. And I can see we are joined by Mr. Gilbert. Hi, Gilbert.
Hi, how are you?
We are good. How is you?
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Yeah. Welcome to our show, to the Tech Show Africa.
Thank you. Thank you. Glad to be here.
Okay. So we've been joined by Edwin from Uganda, Joel from Tanzania, Dixon, Robert from Kenya, and Edwin, who's a Kenyan and currently locked down due to COVID reasons, who's locked down in China, right?
Oh,
So,
yeah. They're still locked down in China.
Yes, still locked down.
Okay.
Yeah, so,
Yeah, Peter.
Yes.
My question, I wanted to ask Jael a question, and probably Edwin can actually changia on this,
Yes.
because I'm wondering, Tanzania could probably not close, and when they close, they are not a techie country compared to Kenya or rather Uganda or other East African countries.
Yeah.
Like, for example, if you look at things like the e-commerce, they are not strong. They are not strong when it comes to e-commerce. So you see, we tend to wonder, their social media is good, Facebook, WhatsApp and all that, but is that the only thing they can rely on when they want to push goods to, to the consumer or something?
Maybe Joel, do you understand that? Or do we go the Swahili way? I believe everybody here except from Edwin.
Actually, we, as you said, it's a new world and things are changing. The business is taking different. I think at some point we'll have to catch up. But for now, we are using the old methods which are possible to do business, as you have seen.
Amna ile e-commerce ile. Amko strong kwenye e-commerce or business on internet.
Sio sana.
Watanzania wavivu kidogo.
Sio sana. Ambazo ninajua labda ni WhatsApp and Instagram, which usually is hakuna platform ambayo inatumika kwa watu wote wanajua they can sell something. No. It's individual.
Exactly.
Yes, it's an individual kind of business. I have a business, I'll just advertise it on Instagram and people will take my contact, they can WhatsApp me and then I can reach them. At the mechanism ya delivery is still even difficult or even those people who are doing business online. Babu, you can order something, but you will get it. They'll say it maybe they'll deliver it in 2 days, but actually it's not 2 days. It's like maybe 7 days. For some, they are using the old methods. For some, labda ataweka kwenye basi, then it will come. Haitakuja vile ulivyokuwa umeona and things like that. So it's not reliable. We are still using the old way.
Lakini sio opportunity basi. That's an opportunity for tech people to come in and invest, actually develop shopping online or e-commerce, or you know what, providing goods online so that people can get access of them easily without being in contact, just to avoid themselves.
That's what
Yes.
I was about to say.
Yes, Edwin, you can continue.
Yes, that's what I was about to say. There's probably opportunity, but from what I see, it seems like the people are slow to adopt to the online thing. Like probably it's like, you know, people and different cultures certain norms easily and others than be on board. Who knows?
Yeah, true. Actually, from my point of view is how things have been done before will never get back to normal. That's a reality that we have to live with, right? So let's look at even the different companies. How they used to market their brands will totally be different today. If you're to look at the amount of budgets that were spent on marketing activities, if you're to look at the amount of fees that we used to pay for our kids to go and get some education, if you're to look at medical care, today, people are not going to hospitals, simply the doctor is going to them. Just like you guys mentioned, like the service is coming to you this time around. And this is actually the biggest kind of opportunity that stands for the youth. And this is the kind of opportunity that will change on how we all do things. Let's look at school. I was talking to someone and I was asking, does the Ministry of Health have here in Kenya, do they have a plan on maybe enrolling online primary schools, right? So actually from where I work, one thing I'm doing is I'm trying and I'm struggling actually to reach my teammates. And we've resorted to video calls and every time chat with a lot of location-based and a lot of different apps that we try to put together to provide our solutions for the day. You see? So technology today, actually, I would say we are in the beginning. I think someone said that the world or COVID has given birth to all these new opportunities. So I would like us to think about maybe each one mention an opportunity that they see that the young people today in Africa would leverage to make sure that they showcase their talents out there so that they have this opportunity to proceed and sell their personal brands, to make what they know on how to do or what they love doing is known to other people. And this way we'll have started a new channel of how things are done. And interestingly, I've been trying to follow stuff about how COVID is changing how we do things. Dixon talked about 5G. It's Edwin who talked about 5G in China. So during this COVID period, again, we have another dynamic change that looks ahead on us. We are looking at things like Internet of Things, we are looking at artificial intelligence, we are looking a lot of data mining and stuff, right? But now, at this moment, I think most of the African youth would not make a lot of sense out of this kind of technologies. And we've seen, and I believe all of us have been in this industry to experience the adoption of the smartphone as it was. There was a lot of scare around it. And then as internet speeds progressively improved, we had more functionalities and all the dynamism in the smartphone today. I'm sure you can all remember this, right? So looking at all these opportunities that we have from our technology, what do you guys think that the young African youth today could leverage from this technology? Maybe we could start. Robert, you've not said anything. Maybe we could throw that to you.
I like your t-shirt to start with.
Thank
looking
you.
at it, and I wonder why you don't get me one.
You can always get one.
As when you look at the evolution of technology and where we are headed, the new norm, as we call it.
Yeah.
For example, in the ease of doing business index in the world, Kenya ranks at number 56 as per 2019 statistics. Number 56. Uganda is at 116, and Tanzania is at 141. This was due probably to the lending institutions which give capital to the youth, as you mentioned, the youth. And back to what Edwin mentioned about delivery. He's actually the guy who taught me about delivery when I was living with him in Pwapa, Mombasa, Kilifi County. And there was a guy called Hamisi. And we would send him everything that we wanted in that house, and he would deliver. And from that moment, I learned that you don't need to go to shopping for things. They can be delivered to where you are. And this moment of less contact, that's the main thing that people need to focus on. There's a clip, Peter, you had shared with us on another platform where you look at education, where they mentioned that even college education will cost even less than 10% or even 20% of what people usually pay because of such platforms like we have right now. People can interact, but unajua tu wa Kenya ni wale tu. They have been cheating on exams. I saw it in Kegonge High School. Kegonge boys, you know. Yeah, it was like a movie. But anyway, those times passed before Matiang'i showed up. And as you say, the young people need to, most have learned how to express themselves, but of course we have those who have abused it more than embrace and know that this is a tool that is a necessity in future and everybody must embrace it. Edwin mentioned about her mom using such kind of Zoom meetings to do their work. So this is where we are headed, and everyone must embrace it. And I think apart from the unavailability of network and the connection that needs to be there, in the techie world, there are solutions that we can come up with, as you say, young people sit down and say, okay, this is the main pain point that is there in this market or in this, say, the late adopters, the laggards, I would call them in TZ. They take so much time before they adopt something. And maybe we can dig into something where we can probably custom make it, and little by little, people will start accepting it. And they say necessity is the mother to innovation. So this is a beginning, as you put it. And from now on, we can put on these ideas and come up with something that can, generally I'm a lazy person, so I'll always find an easier way to do things. And that is what I mentioned someday to you. It's about creating systems that can make things work easier. And these are how programs come about. These are you have platforms we are using like right now, and so on, so and so forth. I mean, we can talk about this for so long, but at the end of the day, we need to go back and take our notes and say, okay, we can begin here. Once we get the beginning point, be great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Gilbert, what do you have? Where do you see that opportunity?
I think I've been seeing a growing trend, which is an opportunity in people who can be able to create a platform where you aggregate services. So I've seen two examples that are working very well, though not as popular. You also know these guys. They're called MyDAWA, who have their stores at our office. Yeah. So you have a patient calling a doctor, and a doctor giving a prescription to a platform, and that platform delivering that particular prescription to the customer. Mm-hmm. So I can see this platform connecting the patient and connecting him to a doctor, and providing also the mechanism for delivery of that particular product that they wanted. So if you aggregate complementing services, then I see as a growing opportunity. That is one. Second one is there's a company, I don't know, companies that are coming up. They're offering very basic consumer products, but then they're not being confined to delivering them to you. There's, for example, Copia. You know, yeah. I can see there's a company called Copia. Yeah. You know Copia?
Yeah. Sure.
Where from where you are seated, you can shop for your mother at Embu or Kisumu.
And they deliver it.
They will be delivered to the nearest shop where she normally goes to collect her half a kg of sugar or bread. Yeah. Yes. So you have this person giving you a platform Gilbert, where you can shop for everything.
Gilbert?
Yeah?
Yes, Edwin.
I want you to come back a little bit about MyDAWA. How does it work?
So MyDAWA is you basically order medicine, yeah? But now for MyDAWA, you can even order prescription medicine. Now, for some people who have some pre-existing conditions where you have only to take prescription medicine and you have to talk to a particular doctor every now and then, they can be able also to just give that prescription to MyDAWA, and they have their delivery services. So they'll come to you and then you pay. So you see they're bridging that gap of a person coming from home to the doctor's office. Then from the doctor's office, you carry your prescription paper to the chemist or wherever.
So they basically have like an interface of the doctor
and the patient.
And the pharmacist.
Yeah, the pharmacist.
So the doctor prescribes, then it's on the same platform that the patient can access.
Yeah, you see, the doctor can just send that prescription to the pharmacist at MyDAWA, and they will dispatch the particular medicines to you.
But then, you see how many? Gilbert. Gilbert.
Yeah, I can hear you.
But then I'm confused that how many doctors do we have on that platform? I mean, like, for example, I want medicine, and then you want medicine, and then Edwin wants medicine, and then Peter wants medicine. How many doctors do we have to access at the same time?
And also the delivery part, The delivery part.
Okay.
Okay, maybe I can explain.
Gilbert does not work for MyDAWA. He just gave an example.
Yeah, but you guys.
Actually, with COVID, what is happening is the so-called normal or regular patients have drastically reduced from hospitals.
They ran away.
These patients require some special kind of care.
Exactly, yeah.
And because of the current situation, there has been need for doctors. Just as same way as we have a platform for your taxi, Uber or the Taxify or whichever other system, then we have this MyDAO platform that has enrolled doctors and clinical officers and all these kind of medical specialists, where people get to book, right?
Yeah, and you can just, even as a patient, you can just send your prescription to MyDAO,
Yes.
and they will deliver it to you. So Dixon, the doctor doesn't have to be, I don't think the doctor has to be on the platform. As long as it can be verified, then it becomes very easy.
But
So, but the opportunity I'm talking about is
yes.
A person who's able to come with this platform that can bring together complementing services.
Yes.
You see?
No, I'm actually getting you, Gilo.
Uh-huh.
I just think that was brilliant.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So yeah, that was my first example. The other example is this shopping platform where you can shop for a spoon and you can shop for a tank. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's online, so you can shop for anything and then have it delivered to where you want. You can shop for soap, a tank, and cement all at one time.
Yeah.
And what is impressing me, and that is what Edwin was also mentioning, is the turnaround time. I'm seeing some companies bringing their turnaround time to 2 days. I think that is awesome. If you can shop for your mom a tank and 4 bags of cement and some soap all the way to Kisumu and have it delivered in 2 days, I think it's something that's going to happen.
You know, in this kind of turnaround time, people who've really improved on this, you know, Amazon, right?
Yeah.
What is the turnaround time for Amazon? Especially they have this, the Amazon Prime, that is intended or designed to reduce the time it takes to deliver your goods, right?
It's a day, some are 1 day, others are 2 days max.
Yes, for the Prime subscribers.
Yes.
So you see, in the future, what this means is, other than just the normal service delivery that will be purely based online, the next segmentation will happen on such segments that you never thought about. Like before shopping, you would consider things that you never considered before, like how long will it take for me to receive whatever I shopped for, and such kind of interesting things that are really out of the norm.
No, Peter, because you mentioned Amazon, I'll tell you what they've done with their outlay.
Yeah.
They have what is called a fulfillment center.
Yes.
So, and it's usually always dependent on the demand on the ground. So, say for instance, say Amazon is based in Nairobi,
right?
And there are very many orders from Joel in Dar es Salaam and his people across Tanzania, and also Edwin in Uganda. So, because there are very many orders from Kampala, so then they do a fulfillment center in Kampala.
Yes.
And then they using the algorithms of what is being ordered a lot, then they can predict what is going to be required. Then the suppliers, the suppliers bring their cargo to Kampala in the fulfillment center.
Okay.
So that is what is happening. I'll give you an example with
based on the algorithms again, right?
Yeah, based on the optics. So I'll give you an example with here. In China, we have a company called SF. It's an express company.
Yes.
So like today, I'll order something from the very northern part of China, which is in our perspective, maybe I'm ordering something from Johannesburg. And I'm going to get it tomorrow, but I'm not going to get it from there.
From Joburg.
I will get it from there. So
you get it from a fulfillment center, which is like a branch of Amazon, or an agent, or whatever way we would want.
Agent, yeah. How they do it? is something that we have to master in our African setup,
Yes.
because our needs are predictable.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, let me interrupt Edwin a little bit. Jumia, the local Jumia e-commerce thing, they've actually done a similar thing, only that Jumia like has multiple vendors who are coming from different places. So if every product was to be ordered and delivered from the vendor, like the turnaround time is unknown, because you don't know what the challenges that the vendor will be facing,
the production,
out of stock, and also we came up with this concept where they have express, where the Jumia warehouse actually stores these products in their warehouse, but they belong to the vendors.
Yeah.
So depending on the demand, of course. So their turnaround now moves from 7 days to 1 day, 24 hours.
That's the explanation of the fulfillment center.
That's the express part now, Jumia, right? So Dixon.
Yeah.
Your thoughts, and where do we get these opportunities by leveraging these technologies?
Peter, I'm hearing you guys talking about a lot of things about delivery, but there's a lot of opportunities that people can actually, leverage on. And what am I looking at? We are looking at, for you to actually, get the best out of an opportunity is become a solution provider. You understand? Sure. For you to become a solution provider. What are we looking at? There are a lot of people who are looking at, I'm having difficulty in this. How can it be made easy for me? So I'm going to give you an example. Like the other day, I was actually doing, I was part of a panel that was actually looking at the mobile film, the film industry itself. What is happening? It's giving an opportunity to the youth, whereby the youths actually think that for you to be able to shoot a very nice video or a very nice film, you have to spend a lot of money.
Yeah.
But then what has the film industry done? It has given an opportunity to people by telling them that you can also shoot a very nice video, a very nice
smartphone,
using a smartphone. So this is an opportunity that people can actually grab. You understand? What are people doing? For example, most of the companies that we have right now, what are they looking? They are looking for an advertisement platform. But we do not have a lot of people who are looking at an opportunity of providing an advertisement platform through the gadgets that we do have on our hands. Right now, everybody has gone virtual and everybody goes into the internet. So we are looking at somebody, an opportunity where app developers, those kind of people who are doing advertisements to actually have, take advantage of these technological devices that we have and actually advance use them to promote other companies. They can make an income out of it. So what am I trying to tell you, Peter? I can mention a lot of things, but we do have a lot of people who are struggling and are looking for solutions. So what are the youths going to do? Actually, is just trying to create solutions for the problems that we already have. And within the technological world, we have a lot. We do have a lot. Peter, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Right now, the first online thing that you're going to think about when you want to buy something is what? Jumia.
Yeah.
No, let's be honest. In Kenya, it's Jumia, right?
Yeah, Jumia. Jumia.
You understand?
Yeah.
It's all about Jumia. But people are not looking at actually going out, picking a product, selling it to the customer, actually through an online, an online interface like this one that we are having. And I'm seeing there's a lot of opportunities. There's a lot of opportunities. because everybody owns a mobile device. Somebody knows how to develop an application. You understand? Somebody knows sales and marketing. Somebody knows training. You know, all these services that you can offer online. All that you need to do is just develop that platform to deliver the service for the people who are waiting for it. A lot of people want to open businesses, but they don't know how. You have the know-how as the person who has been in this business for too long. Why don't you develop a platform of educating the youth through our technology, through the technology that has been provided? Training people online also has revenue. People can make money out of it. I'll actually say that a lot of people are just sitting on their hands with the solutions with them, but they cannot see it. You understand? And that's why I said, Peter, you are smart to come up with something like this. Why? We need to show people where the opportunity lies so that they can grab it. You know, if you're sitting on your hand and it has an opportunity of training on it, it's a high time that you remove your hand from it and make use of them. You understand? If you're actually sitting somewhere and you know sales and marketing, why don't you show people how it is done? If you're sitting somewhere and a lot of people in this country right now, they have ideas, but they don't know how to start that business. We have entrepreneurs.
You think people are selfish with ideas? Do they have the fear that maybe someone might steal ideas from them? Do we need extra controls on things like copyrights and stuff?
We're looking at that, but if you look at the idea of patenting an idea or copyright or all of those things, I mean, seriously, to me, it doesn't work much in Africa. I will tell you something. Peter, you have PtoshQ.
Yes.
Somebody else might actually decide to see, oh, Peter is actually doing well here. You have a copy. Then they are going to come with a PtoshQ. You understand? Something that is, you know, something that is almost similar, but it has been fine-tuned kidogo. Unaona? Useme haiko kwa kategori yako. It is just lower there, but they are reaching people. You understand? So I'm not going to say people are selfish. I don't think people are selfish. Peter, if people were selfish, I don't think we'd be sharing ideas with people right now. We'd be going out and delivering those ideas by ourselves. You understand? And actually earn that money. So a lot of people are outside there.
Dixon, do you think it's the lack of a platform? And to showcase this?
Yes. One, lack of a platform. And number two, people are there. Yes, actually, I'll put it like that. We don't have a platform. People have not created a platform, whether by themselves, to show their talent. You understand?
Yeah.
I'm good in training. I'm good in sales and marketing. You understand? But then the thing, I would actually want to have my own platform to develop another person. You understand? To develop another person who wants to gain the skills like I have. Somebody wants to be a good constructor. Where will they get this learning? It's through this technology. I will ask you a very simple question. Peter, you answer me. Why do you have this platform?
I have this platform to share what I think would have an impact, not only to the Kenyan people, but to the African people. Because I would give my experience. Like, this platform was started about 2018. Back then, I created a platform for the artists and musicians and the poetry guys and all these platforms for people to come and showcase like what they have. And one other thing about what Dixon mentioned is about we at PtoshQ, we've restricted ourselves to production of whatever content that we make by use of smartphones and tablets. So PtoshQ, we use smartphones to create our own content, record it, fine-tune it, and even edit the videos and use the same smartphone to share whatever content that we've created. And again, to extend it to the next level, it doesn't end there, then we take it now, use the same smartphone to interact with our followers. Okay, so that's a solution that is there. And this time round, I thought that what we did 2 years ago is what everybody is doing it now. Back then, nobody could make sense about what we were trying to achieve, what kind of platform we were trying to achieve. But as times evolved, now thanks to Zoom, a solution that just came out of nowhere, and here we are. And then again, as we move on now, I'm able to integrate Zoom to Facebook Live, and I'm sure this will extend to multiple other platforms. And these all have the intention of reaching as many youth as possible on certain things. When you, I have been in the mobile industry, and I've seen the dynamism in it. And the consumer patterns on what they consider before they buy a phone, I think is now stale. And I think it's time that each and every brand started to rethink their strategy and thinking about meeting very few concepts, that I simply don't just want to sell you a hardware so that you go deal with it, okay? We need to start thinking of how we take these to the next level, in the sense that we will be able to show to consumers the different possibilities that these gadgets that we've sold to them or that they have purchased, the kind of opportunities that they are able to get from this device. So it's not a matter of the hardware, but we'll need at some point now to start talking more of solutions that would benefit the consumers of these techie gadgets that we are talking about. Not adding again, what most people don't know is very soon, and we are adapting it slowly, is we'll be adopting 5G, which will power one thing that is called the IoT, the Internet of Things, where now the different hardwares with the support of 5G connectivity will be able to intershare information by, again, support of artificial intelligence. You see, this is a bit complex right now, but I'm sure people have heard of self-driving cars, people have heard of, I think, medical consultations, and many other IoT solutions that as we move on, this thing will build up to be a very massive thing. And the last part is on education. I think me and Edwin will pick up and discuss this because, again, about 4 years ago, we launched a company that is known as Mobile Learning, whose intention was to help schools integrate or find simpler ways of integrating technology and education. We never knew COVID would come at some point, but we had all these in mind. I remember we, at some point, packaging ebooks on memory cards with the fact, with the point to reach as many students, because our main drive was we don't want to make parents or kids rely on internet connectivity so that they get access to content. So we thought that the easiest way to reach as many people as we could that time would be to package these educational content on a memory card. And considering the fact that we assumed that most parents would have access to a smartphone, then the support of this memory card, then we would just try to find a solution, to provide a solution for the student. And they will start leveraging on this kind of technology that we are talking about. So there's
Peter,
so
now
much.
that you've mentioned it, I
Yes.
have two people I want to ask two questions.
Yes.
I'll start with Dixon.
Yes.
Dixon, you have the KaiOS device. You have a KaiOS device.
Yeah, just introduced it.
And I know Joel, you guys also have it in Tanzania with Tigo.
Yes, it's running on operator, both in both countries.
Yeah.
So it's also your it's a techno device.
Yes, but running on KaiOS.
Because I think even before we even go to 5G, if we are to rush to 5G as Africans, we are going to leave a lot of people behind.
That is true.
With KaiOS, the operating system working on a very basic, I think Dixon, you can tell us more
Operating
about
system.
it. It's a very basic operating system on a very basic phone.
Yes.
That would bring very many people on board. It would bring very many people on board on three very important things. It's going to connect people to suppliers, which is needed now.
Yes. Yes.
And the people who have been connected is a supplier who is in his own farm with maize and beans and what have you to a market. It's connecting a child who should be in school, but they're not. And they've been connected to a teacher. And it's also connecting other services, other service providers, because it's a smartphone.
That's the thing.
I don't know whether we have really.
Actually, the smartphone is the link
conversation
between everything, you know?
I don't know whether, especially Joel in Tanzania, with support from Dixon, whether you guys have really worked on that ecosystem where we can exhaust and move the population together with us, first of all, into 4G, because I know there's a 3G version and a 4G version.
Yeah.
At least we are able to be on the same platform first, before we go to what people are talking about, 5G, Internet of Things, and all those things.
I think we have about 4 minutes. I think we need to wind up. We are about 3 minutes to midnight East African time or Kenyan time. And this being the first show from PtoshQ.
Peter, nimeinvite mtu wa Rwanda hapo sahi. I didn't know time was over.
Okay.
But we can get another 40 minutes.
What we'll do
Peter, we
is,
can get another 40 minutes.
Yes?
We can get another 40 minutes. Eh?
No, actually we can go on. I just want to regulate so that the show is not so long. So that
this
we
is
can
the launch is long.
Yes?
The launch has to be
at least 2 hours.
No, actually I want to keep you guys curious so that you get back and put all these information that would transform Africa as a whole. Put them together. We have this platform. Anytime I'm going live, I'll be sharing the link with you guys. And maybe we could pick up this show in Zoom with you guys. But for Facebook followers, I think it's midnight. And all what we would want to say is thanks for being tuned right here on PtoshQ Tech Show Live Africa. This is
Peter, are you closing the show?
Yes, but then we'll be left here with you guys maybe planning for the next show.
Okay. So let's finish the KaiOS. Let's also welcome the guy from Rwanda.
The guy from Rwanda.
It's okay. Didier, join. I've told guys to wait for you so that we can see you.
Yes. Yeah, let's hear what's going on in Rwanda. Actually, next time we'll invite more and more people from Africa. Will be lots and lots.
Peter, now you can kill the Facebook first, then we'll do our own thing.
Okay.
Yeah, Rwanda, this is a group. It's not techno. You just join, okay?